See, they're not taking it away from him. They're not taking the platform. They're not taking his right nor his privilege. They're just saying, basically, in layman's terms, go make funny skits, just nothing about UCF and nothing about UCF football. So is that really harmful? Because, I mean, yeah, okay, he might not get any more checks. I mean, what I would do is negotiate, like, hey, save those checks. I'll cash them on graduation day. But aside from that, I mean, I see nothing wrong. I just think, going back to, like, De La Haye as an example, he should have just stayed in school. You know, because he's losing out opportunity and in an education, you know, a higher education, just because he can't, you know, say what he wants to say on YouTube. It's like, at what cost, you know, does that really, is that much important to why I put so much importance over YouTube? I mean, they're still going to make money while you're still in the situation that you're in, you know.
Where do you guys see this headed? Do you see Donald De La Haye filing a lawsuit against the NCAA against UCF?
No, I don't think a lawsuit.
No, because he won't win. He won't win. He was given a negotiation. He turned it down. You know, they were open to compromise. He rejected. It's a double loss.
And I think under the vague interpretation of the old school laws we've debated ad nauseum here, I can see how it's fair for UCF or the NCAA to actually impose what they imposed on him.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lawsuit is his route. But to kind of speak to your point, I think I'm in the camp that if you're passionate about it, just drop out and go pursue it. Like, if that's something that you're actually prospering at, you just go 150
Right, that's what he
miles.
wants to do. Go ahead.
Exactly.
If that's really what you want to do, be a lifetime blogger, go ahead. Yeah. You can profit.
Yeah,
greatly.
I think a lawsuit is kind of just out of the question. I say no to the lawsuit because if that's the case, I feel like tons of NCAA players will be getting their money back right about now. This dates as far back as the Fab Five. They had to start wearing stuff that didn't have anything to do with brands such as Nike and stuff like that because they were being profited off of, but they weren't getting anything in return. So I feel like no, but I do feel like the rule needs to be interpreted because we are in a new day and age.
Well, De La Haye, he did have some things to say about this, so I want you guys to all take a second and watch what he had to say.
Just having fun, a young man having fun in his free time, making little videos to help motivate and inspire others. And I get deemed ineligible to continue playing college sports because of it. I really never thought it would come down to this. They proposed me some rules and some conditions that they wanted me to follow. And I refused to. I just didn't feel like they were fair. In the end, I don't feel like there was any compromising really happening. They wanted me to give my money up that I made, which is crazy. Like, I worked so hard for it. You want me to just throw my money away? You want me to take down my videos, which again, I worked so hard for and I wasn't comfortable doing. So I told them no. It was just very unfair in my opinion. And now I got to deal with the consequences.
And there you have it. That's what De La Haye thinks about this whole situation. Guys, final thoughts on what you think it will take for the NCAA to modify this rule so that it better benefits the student athletes.
I would say start a petition. I mean, you can start just as small as that and raise enough awareness as well as signatures, et cetera, to, you know, start a change, to ignite something. So, I mean, it's a little bit of effort, call some attorneys, call something. Just exhaust your resources if this is something that student athletes are really concerned about and they want to see change. You have to make change. You have to start it.
Franco?
I just think this is going to have to take a really radical occasion. I think it's going to have to be a Final Four or an NCAA championship game in some Duke.
Why so radical?
No, because this is the powerless against the almighty.
That's
like,
I understand that.
Yeah,
it
it feels
does.
like a David and Goliath fight.
It does.
And the
It
only
does,
way
it
they have
does.
leverage is in those super high stakes where the NCAA has billions invested. All of a sudden, the Duke players decide to sit out. The Kentucky players, like everyone.
So do a Colin Kaepernick.
Kind of.
Yeah, now he's being blackballed. We saw what happened to him.
Yeah.
Everyone in unison, just we're going to protest this and we're going to sit out with a lot of conviction until some changes are enacted.
Unfortunately, De La Haye is a kicker, and I wonder if it would be any different if it was a big quarterback at a university making this call and having his own YouTube channel, and if there would be any changes, because not that UCF can afford to lose him, because obviously you never want to lose a player, but you're not losing your number one guy. Yeah. And it makes you think that if things would be a little bit different if a big name guy stepped up
Absolutely.
and had the same issues. Takira, final thoughts?
My final thoughts is everybody is not doing YouTube. So, you really can't come to that conclusion about things like that unless it becomes, like Franco has said before, a big issue. And let's not, the issue is not small by any means, but everyone is not doing it. And no, they're not losing their biggest players to it. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of something that is going to stay in place for now, unfortunately. But, we're moving on. Time is changing and it's a ticking, and it's going to have to be some type of change, I think. But that's going to be in a future that who knows if we'll be here for.
How soon?
We would all like to hear, everyone watching this, your comments and your thoughts on this entire issue, on if you think there will be a lawsuit, on if you think there will be any rule modifications down the road to better suit these student athletes on social media platforms. But guys, that's it for today. I'm part of the game. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, tune in next week for our hot topic discussion on another topic that week. Thanks.